Well, Ben, it must be a different mood in the camp after a very hard-fought and welcome week.
Yeah, it's been definitely a relief for everyone to get that first one, and it's broken a bit of a run. Celebrations weren't, as you would imagine, everybody's focused on the job at hand, and we know we need to improve from the first couple of performances, and that's where everybody's hungry to go on that journey.
What's it done for the squad and for yourself personally to get that first one?
Look, it's lifted everyone, and it's given us the belief, I think, that we can win games. This group of players have won a lot of games this season already, so they know they've got it in them. We've got through a really tough period, and that playing group have got through a really tough period, and they showed immense character to get that win. And as I said, everybody's just focused on moving forward and trying to improve performances and get some more results.
He's spoken about a lot this season. A lot of people rating one of the best players in the A-League, and he showed that once again, getting you out of trouble. That was a performance that can inspire a team.
Yeah, very lucky to have him. His time at the club, he's done it time and time again. When you're in a tough run and you're trailing in a game and you need something, or it's that players like that are irreplaceable, and we're very lucky that we've got him to be able to do that.
You were really big on improving your first half performances. How do you do that in such a short turnaround?
It's a challenge. Look, a couple of things contributed, I think, to the first half. One, we weren't quite there tactically. Two, we weren't quite there on an individual and sort of energetic level. So it's important for us to, in the minimal time we've got, try and tighten up tactically, try and make some tweaks, but also really use the win to try and drive the intensity and the urgency to start the game and play at a better tempo early on.
What about Cahn? Since you've signed him during the week, is he going to be available for this first game?
He'll be available, yeah.
How big is that for the club, and what do you expect? Are you expecting to play, why is it such an important signing to get a midfielder like him?
Look, Keegan's, he's got some of those rare traits. He's a really good ball carrier. He can run at players. He can run behind opposition defences. I felt in the last couple of games we've lacked that a little bit, and I think he's going to, having that skill set available to us is going to change the dynamic of how we can attack and break teams down. He's very fit and well conditioned. He's obviously had some time off, so it's going to take time for him to come back to his sharpest and best. But he's training well, and he's ready to make an introduction.
How well do you know him?
Keegan Olympic with me. When he left the Roar last time, he came to us. He did really well. It wasn't a full season. He obviously went to Perth Glory midway through that NPL season, but we're very close. I know him well. He's exactly the type of person and player that I want in this environment.
Is he your signing, basically, or you went after him?
No, it's a collaborative effort. Obviously, there's a director of football at the club, and he's goes very, very thorough with his research and data and due diligence. And any player, we have a short list of players that we discuss, and obviously some positions that we see as important to try and recruit into. And Keegan, when we knew he was potentially available, was a no-brainer to fit one of those spots.
Any other troops back for this guy?
Touch and go for this game, but we're hoping that by Newcastle next week we'll have another 3 or 4 on board.
Yeah, Corey Brown.
Yeah, Corey Brown will be close. Scott Neville close. Bert Gilroy close, and Henry Hall close as well. So if we can get sort of 3 out of those 4 available, we'll be in a really strong position going into that tough week with Newcastle and Mariners.
You're in a good spot here. There's a logjam. There's only 1 point between. There's not much separating. I think it's kind of exactly report, but you're right in the mix for the finals.
We're right in the mix. I mean, the key is that we have to put a run together, and we have to go on and win a run of games now. The A-League traditionally, if you end up winning 3 in a row, wherever you are, you generally find yourself in and around that mix anyway. So, I don't think there's such pressure on each game where you have to win each game. I think you have to show progress and keep improving, and at some stage you have to put a run together. But when you do that, we want to make sure that we're close enough to be in the mix at that point.
Since November at home, so it's a big opportunity to your own fans to you had some tough ones away where you failed.
Well,
won't get that winning feeling back at Suncorp.
Huge, and they were outstanding for the Sydney game. We had, it was a big crowd, and the noise was brilliant, and the passion and engagement was brilliant. And I think we were probably one of the best away supported teams in the Unite round. It was so good to see them all behind the goal, and we gave them something to celebrate. And it would be a big step for us as a whole football club to give them something to celebrate at home this Thursday.
How's Cahn? Is he going to be all right tomorrow?
Touch and go. We'll go through some assessments still, and yeah, we're unsure at this stage.
The transfer window, any more signings coming up?
We're looking at the potential of one more. We'll have to see if we can make that happen.
Tell us what position that might be.
No.
All right, fire away, Kev.
Well, I think most of the questions have been asked, but my main question just left is, do you be main threats to the cup this season? How do you plan to counsel it?
Look, absolutely no doubt that they're two of the strongest attacking players in the league. When you play any team, there's usually some really strong individuals. Macarthur have those in abundance. We have some ideas of how we would like to stop them, but more importantly than that, it's about us building what we want to do and imposing ourselves on the game and continuing our evolution for who we want to be as a team. And hopefully we can make those steps and get a bit closer to what we want to look like. And within that, we'll have more control of the game, and that in itself will hopefully limit their threat.